Thank you for your time watching Kalkine TV. I'm Sage and bringing you a trending news topic from the world of business and finance. 10 Ftse 250 stocks with over 6% of dividend yield. The United Kingdom reported a 2.9% GDP contraction in January. As the nation is aiming to make an economic recovery, dividend investing remains a common investment strategy for those seeking a long-term and stable return. Let us take a closer look at the 10 Ftse 250 stocks with high dividend yields in 2021. Beginning with Hammerson. UK-based real estate and investment major Hammerson reported losses for the financial year 2020 last week. The company reported its financial year 2020 net rental income fell by 49% to £157.6 million from the year before. The company's market cap stood at £1.4 billion, while its dividend yield was at 11.46%. The REIT company's shares last traded at GBX 36.80, up by 5.41% as of 15th of March. The Ftse 250 index stood at 21,522.35, up by 0.07%. On to the next company, Diversified Gas and Oil. On the London Stock Exchange, it is listed as oil and gas company Diversified Gas and Oil, DGOC, announced its FY or financial year 2020 results on the 8th of March with record production levels of 100,000 barrels per day, about 18% higher volume than the previous year. The company posted a net loss of US $23 million in financial year 2020 compared to a net income of US $99 million in financial year 2019. The company's market cap stood at £833.5 million, while its dividend yield was 9.30%. Diversified Gas and Oil's shares closed at GBX 114.60, down by 2.72% on March 15th, while the fossil fuel producer industry index stood at 5,443.68, down by 2.16%. Centamin gold mining company Centamin is next, and it primarily operates in the Arabian-Nubian Shield area. The yellow metal prices have seen a consistent rise in the last some time as it is a safe asset. The company's market cap was at £1.1 billion, while its dividend yield was at 8.37%. Centamin's stock prices closed at GBX 103.65, up by 0.68% as of the 15th of March. While the UK metals sector index stood at 5,864.76, down by 1.34%. Plus 500 appears next on our list, listed on the LON as PLUS. The Ftse 250 listed financial services company Plus 500 announced plans to establish a research and development centre in Tel Aviv on the 4th of March. The move is part of the company's new expansion strategy and its plans to boost R&D capabilities. The company's market cap was at £1.34 billion and its dividend yield was at 8.17%. Plus 500's shares closed at GBX 1,323.50, up by 0.76% as of the 15th of March, while the UK financial sector index stood at 11,776.18, down by 0.90%. GCP Infrastructure Investments appears next. This British investment trust firm, GCP Infrastructure Investments, is a close-ended investment company which primarily invests in infrastructure. The company rebased its annual dividend payout to 7 pence per share for financial year 2021, while its financial year 2020 ending in 30th September 2020 stood at 7.6 pence per share. The company's market cap was at £872 million and its dividend yield was at 7.52%. GCP's shares closed at GBX 99.80, up by 0.71% as of the 15th of March, while the UK financial sector stood at 11,776.18, down by 0.90%. Direct Line Insurance Group makes an appearance too. This British insurance major, Direct Line Insurance Group, announced its financial year 2020 preliminary results on the 8th of March, with its profit after tax falling by 12.6% to £367.2 million, while its profit before tax declined as well by 11.4% to £451.4 million due to the pandemic. The company's market cap was at £4.3 billion and its dividend yield was at 7.01%. Direct Line's shares closed at GBX 311.00, down by 1.33% as of the 15th of March, while the Ftse 250 stood at 21,524.21, up by 0.082% for the same period. Next Energy Solar Fund is next on our list. UK-based clean energy investment fund Next Energy Solar Fund reported an 8.1% increase in electricity generation above budget on a year-to-date basis. The company also announced a second interim dividend of 1.7625 pence per ordinary share for the year ending 31st March 2021, compared to 1.7175 pence per share the year before. The company's market cap was £589.16 million and its dividend yield was at 6.98%. NESF shares closed at GBX 100.00, down by 0.40% on 15th March 2021. Foresight Solar Fund is next, and Foresight Solar Fund is a closed-ended investment fund which primarily invests in solar PV assets in the UK and Australia. It reported financial year 2020 results on the 9th of March, where its gross asset value fell to £1.05 billion from £1.07 billion in the previous year due to lower long-term power price forecasts in the UK and Australia. The company's market cap was at £613.94 million and its dividend yield was at 6.84%. FSFL shares stood at GBX 101.50, up by 0.50% for the same period. Jupiter Fund Management. UK-based fund Jupiter Fund Management reported record assets of £58.7 billion despite facing £4 billion in net outflows. The company also reported its financial year 2020 total dividends at 20.1 pence per share. The company's market cap was at £1.5 billion and its dividend yield was at 6.25%. JUP shares stood at GBX 270.60, down by 1.10% at market close on 15th March 2021. JLEN Environment Assets Group appears next, and the company is a renewable energy-focused investment fund in the UK. It announced the acquisition of Gigabox South Road Limited on the 3rd of March to build a battery storage plant in Scotland. It aims to invest up to £21.2 million over a period of 12 to 15 months. With commercial operations expected to start in March 2022, the company's market cap was at £612.35 million and its dividend yield was at 6.01%. JLEN shares stood at GBX 111.85, down by 0.13% as of 15th March 2021. Thanks for your time watching. Sage here reporting for Kalkine Media.